Now let me see you.
What's up, Godzilla fans? Godzilla 5400 here, and today we are going to be doing an episode of Colossal Kaiju Fight Club. Now, I know that I really haven't done one in a very long time. I know I said I was going to do one a while back ago, and that was like maybe a month ago, but I just got back from G-Fest yesterday, and I was too exhausted to really do a video. I didn't get back from G-Fest. We also went up to like Rhode Island and stuff. I'll do it in another video, but today we are doing an episode of Colossal Kaiju Fight Club, and today I have joined with me nobody. So, we are doing Space Godzilla versus Destroyah, and this should really be an interesting battle. So, first up though, I am going to go ahead and do Space Godzilla. So, let's go ahead and read their stats. Space Godzilla, he is 120 meters tall, he is 250 meters when he's flying in length, and 240 meters when he's in his final stage. He weighs 72,000 tons in his flying stage, and weighs 80,000 tons in his final form. He also has his flying form and his final form. Now, onto his backstory and stuff like that. Space Godzilla has appeared in the movie Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, and that is his last movie, where he fought Godzilla and Moguera. He also kidnapped baby Godzilla, and he was kind of being a real kind of douche. But, anyways, so, they ended up killing him by shooting his crystals on his back, and he blew up. So, for abilities, Space Godzilla can fire a corona beam from his mouth that can control mid-air, which means he has, like, telekinesis almost. Space Godzilla also has super regenerative powers. He has telekinesis powers to levitate objects. Space Godzilla can also fly by means of encasing himself in a crystals. And he also can increase powers by building or raising giant crystals that he creates from his, just rises them out of the ground, basically. And it just creates a fortress which he can regenerate and gain more power from. So, he also can conduct energy through touch. Space Godzilla is able to implant cosmic powers into structures that can transmit a signal and have them act as energy source, which means he can just get more energy. Space Godzilla can also encase his body in a shield to deflect projectiles and just regular attacks. Space Godzilla is able to unleash bolts of energy from his shoulder crystals, and Space Godzilla emits an aura that causes electrical disturbances. So, now that we have all of his abilities, for his weaknesses, his real only known weakness that he has is like basically just those two shoulder crystals. If you shoot him, basically he's dead. Also, he also has like very powerful white forces and stuff. He also has a very strong tail attack, which can basically pierce through anything by any means. So, that is really it for Space Godzilla. So, now on to Destroyah. So, real quick though, I actually forgot for Space Godzilla, I forgot to explain his origins. For his origins, all that basically happened was Biollante, well, there's two. There's Biollante from her G-cells, when she spit that breath thing, it went up into space and into a black hole, and just created Space Godzilla. Or when Mothra flew up to space at the end of Godzilla vs. Mothra, Battle for Earth, when she flew up to space, G-cells fell into the black hole and created him. But anyways, so now we are going on to Destroyah, and real quick, I'm just going to get the whole origin story out of the way. Basically, and I am getting these from Wikizilla, he originated as a colony of Precambrian crustaceans that had been awakened and mutated when the Oxygen Destroyer was detonated to kill the original Godzilla in 1954. Hedorah may be an inspiration to Destroyah since 4 stages in their cycles, strong opponents, yeah, blah blah blah. We don't need to know that. But, anyways, he appeared in the final movie in the Heisei series, which is kind of funny because these are really big rivals. Because, if I am correct, they were supposed to be switched. Space Godzilla was supposed to be the final enemy, but Destroyah took his place. So, that's pretty interesting. Now, for his forms, I'm only going by his final form, so I'm going to read those stats. He's 120 meters in height and 230 meters in length. He weighs 80,000 tons, and he does have a lot of forms. He has microscopic form, juvenile form, aggregate, I don't know, flying form, final form, stuff like that. And for his abilities, now, maybe Godzilla's ultimate foe. So, that's weird. It really doesn't list his abilities like normal, but basically, all of Destroy's abilities are he has an immense, powerful tail, which he can grab objects and throw them and stuff. He has very strong melee, although it's only for close combat. He also has a little chest opening, which opens and he can grab his foes. He can fly, which he can grab enemies and drop them. He can also chop enemies up with his horn normal, and he also has kind of like a lightsaber thing where his horn turns into like a lightsaber, just pierces through his enemies. He also has atomic breath, if you will, kind of thing where he charges up and shoots out a little kind of like oxygen destroyer, atomic breath thing. So Destroyah is a pretty big, bad dude to mess with. You don't really want to get near him. He also has strong feet, because they're big and bulky, and he can stomp someone's brains out any day, really. So, I'm just gonna say who I think is gonna win this battle. I'm also not using a simulator anymore. I felt it was too much trouble for what it was worth. But, from who I think is gonna win right now, I'm going to have a little debate, because I'm actually in a hangout with Kaijuzilla621. I will be doing it with other people. But I decided, since I haven't done a video in like 2 weeks, I got this one out. So I think that's how I'm going to do it, though. We're going to debate it and see who wins. So, yeah. We'll see who the winner is in just a minute. Yes, and the winner of this Colossal Kaiju Fight Club match is indeed Space Godzilla. Now, just real quick to go over why I think Space Godzilla was the winner and should be. Because Destroy's overrated. I mean, come on. He got killed by the military. His weakness is, freezing or whatever. He got killed. That doesn't really matter, though. But overall, Space Godzilla just really is better than him. His abilities. Really, all Space Godzilla, or Destroyah, had going for him was his big atomic breath ray thing. And Space Godzilla could block that with his crystal shield, diamond shield thing, no problem. Destroyah would have never had the chance to get close to him. Every time he tried to, Space Godzilla would have just risen the crystals up, blocked them. He would have just over time weakened him down, shot him with his crystal lasers, and even if he did try to get him, he would just levitate him. And with that tail, man, that tail is powerful. That tail could probably go right through his neck. Or maybe he would catch the tail with that little crystal, or with that... Maybe Destroyah could catch the tail with that little chest thing. But then even then, Space Godzilla could emit the power and stuff, and he would just gain more power from the crystals. He would just get more energy overall and stuff like that. He could get power from anywhere, in a city or something like that. So just overall, Space Godzilla is the victor because of everything. So thank you guys so much for watching those. Please rate, comment, subscribe, give big thumbs up, and enjoy this video. And tell me if you guys really like this. If you guys like the style I'm doing now. If you guys want people in it, then, but thank you guys so much for watching, and Gojira5400 out.